Welcome to our channel, Network Professionals. Hello everyone, I'm Engineer Javiria Oftab, CISCO certified instructor and member of Tech Awareness. I'm thrilled to have you all here today. It's an honor to guide you on your journey into the world of IT and networking. Today, we are beginning Lecture 1 of the IT Essentials CompTIA A+ course. Why is IT Essentials CompTIA A+ important? Covers core concepts, recognized globally, improves problem-solving skills, career-oriented, prerequisite knowledge. Let's get started with an exciting journey toward your IT career success. In chapter number 1, we will discuss about personal computers, PC components, disassemble a PC. In the first topic, personal computers, we will explain how to keep personal computer components safe. Explain components in a computer. Explain electrical and ESD safety. In the second topic, PC components, we will explain the features and functions of computer components. Describe cases and power supplies. Describe motherboards. Describe CPUs. Explain types of memory. Describe adapter cards and expansion slots. Describe hard disk drives and SSDs. Describe optical storage devices. Describe ports, cables and adapters. Describe input devices. Describe output devices. In the third topic, disassemble a PC. We will explain the features and functions of each component in the toolkit. Disassemble a computer. In the first topic, personal computer. In this video, you will learn the components that makes up a computer, input devices, output devices, internal components, electrical safety. Electrical devices have certain power requirements. AC adapters are manufactured for specific laptops. Exchanging AC adapters with a different type of laptop or device may cause damage to both the AC adapter and the laptop. Some printer parts, such as power supplies, contain high voltage. Check the printer manual for the location of high voltage components. Follow electrical safety guidelines to prevent electrical fires, injuries, and fatalities. Electrical and ESD safety. ESD, electrostatic discharge, ESD, can occur when there is a buildup of an electric charge that exists on a surface which comes into contact with another differently charged surface. ESD can cause damage to computer equipment if not discharged properly. At least 3,000 volts of static electricity must build up before a person can feel ESD. Follow these recommendations to help prevent ESD damage. Keep all components in anti-static bags until you are ready to install them. Use grounded mats on workbenches. Use grounded floor mats in work areas. Use anti-static wrist straps when working inside computers. In the second topic, PC components. Cases. The case houses the internal components such as the power supply, motherboard, central processing unit, CPU, memory, disk drives, and assorted adapter cards. The term form factor refers to the physical design and look of a case. Common desktop computers are available in form factors including horizontal case, full-size tower, compact tower, all-in-one. Many case manufacturers may have their own naming conventions, including super tower, full tower, mid tower, mini tower, cube case, and more. Power supplies. Computers use a power supply to convert AC power into a lower voltage DC power required by internal components. Desktop computer power supply form factors include Advanced Technology, AT. Original power supply for legacy computer systems, AT Extended, ATX. Updated version of the AT by 12 volts. The most common power supply on the market today. EPS 12 volts, originally designed for network servers but is now commonly used in high-end desktop models. Connectors. A power supply includes several different connectors. They are used to power various internal components such as the motherboard and disk drives. Some examples are 20-pin or 24-pin slotted connector, SATA keyed connector, Molex keyed connector, Berg keyed connector, 4-pin to 8-pin auxiliary power connector, 6/8-pin PCIe power connector. Power supply voltage. The different connectors in a power supply also provide different voltages. The most common voltages supplied are 3.3 volts, 5 volts, and 12 volts. The 3.3 volt and 5 volt supplies are typically used by digital circuits, while the 12 volt supply is used to run motors in disk drives and fans. Power supplies can also be single rail, dual rail, or multi-rail. A rail is the printed circuit board, PCB, inside the power supply to which the external cables are connected. A computer can tolerate slight fluctuations in power, but a significant deviation can cause the power supply to fail. Motherboards. The motherboard is the backbone of the computer. It is a printed circuit board, PCB, that contains buses or electrical pathways that interconnect electronic components. These components may be soldered directly to the motherboard or added using sockets, expansion slots, and ports. Motherboard components. Major components on a motherboard include central processing unit, CPU, random access memory, RAM, expansion slots. Chipset, basic input-output system, BIOS, chip and unified extensible firmware. Interface, UEFI, chip. SATA connectors, internal USB connector. Motherboard chipset. Chipset consists of the integrated circuits on the motherboard that control how system hardware interacts with the CPU and motherboard. Most chipsets consist of the following two types. Northbridge controls high-speed access to the RAM and video card. Southbridge allows the CPU to communicate with slower speed devices including hard drives, universal serial bus, USB ports, and expansion slots. Motherboard form factors. The form factor of motherboards pertains to the size and shape of the board. There are four common motherboard form factors: Advanced Technology Extended, ATX, Micro ATX, Mini ITX, and ITX. The choice of motherboard form factor determines how individual components attached to it, the type of power supply required, and the shape of the computer case. What is CPU? The Central Processing Unit, CPU, is responsible for interpreting and executing commands. The CPU is a small microchip that resides within a CPU package. The CPU socket is the connection between the motherboard and the processor. Modern CPU sockets and processor packages are built in following architectures: Pin Grid Array, PGA. The pins are on the underside of the processor package and is inserted into the motherboard CPU socket. Land Grid Array, LGA. The pins are in the socket instead of on the processor. Cooling systems. Computer components perform better when kept cool. Computers are kept cool using active and passive cooling solutions. Active solutions require power while passive solutions do not. Passive solutions for cooling usually involve reducing the speed at which a component is operating or adding heat sinks to computer chips. A case fan is considered as active cooling. Types of memory. A computer might use different types of memory chips. All memory chips store data in the form of bytes. A byte is a block of 8 bits stored as either 0 or 1 in the memory chip. Read-only memory, ROM, such as ROM chip. Random access memory, RAM, is the temporary working storage for data and programs that are being accessed by the CPU. RAM is volatile memory. Adding more RAM in a computer enhances the system performance. However, the maximum amount of RAM that can be installed is limited by the motherboard. Types of ROM. Types of read-only memory, ROM, include ROM chips, CROM chips, EPROM chips, EEPROM chips. Types of RAM. Types of random access memory, RAM, include dynamic RAM, static RAM, synchronous dynamic RAM, double data rate synchronous dynamic RAM, DDR2 synchronous dynamic RAM, DDR3 synchronous dynamic RAM, DDR4 synchronous dynamic RAM, GDDR synchronous dynamic RAM, DDR5. Memory modules. Memory chips are soldered to a circuit board to create a memory module which is placed into a memory slot on the motherboard. Different types of memory modules include DIP, SIMM, DIMM memory, and SODIMM. The speed of memory has a direct impact on how much data a processor can process in a given period of time. The fastest memory is typically static RAM, SRAM, which is used as cache memory. Adapter cards. Adapter cards increase the functionality of a computer by adding controllers for specific devices or by replacing malfunctioning ports. Common adapter cards include sound adapter, network interface card, NIC, wireless NIC, video adapter or display adapter, capture card, TV tuner card, universal serial bus, USB, controller card, SATA card. Computers have expansion slots on the motherboard to install adapter cards. The type of adapter card connector must match the expansion slot. Common expansion slots include peripheral component interconnect, Mini PCI, PCI Extended, PCI Express, riser card, accelerated graphics port. Next part will be continue in the second lecture. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, Network Professionals, for more informative videos.